Now, as the founder of the PAD Project, you are focused on alleviating period poverty in the United States and abroad. But let's dig into that statistic that you just referenced, that 28 states provide tampons and pads in school already. If you're looking at the United States, how big of an issue is access to period products for people who menstruate? Is there a wide disparity in who can access these products currently in 2024?
Thank you. There is a wide disparity. And when I began this work in 2013, period poverty wasn't even a term. We made the film Period End of Sentence, which was set in India. And we'll talk about what period poverty looks like abroad. But I think that most people who are fortunate enough to be able to manage their menstrual cycles somehow feel that period poverty is something that happens out there in low-income countries. I have to tell you that when Period End of Sentence won the Academy Award for a Best Documentary Short Film, I was flooded with emails from young people right here in California where I live. Please, I stuff my underwear with old socks. I can't afford it. I'm a mom trying to put food on the table and rent. I have 2 daughters. I can't afford products. This is a problem that is rampant in the United States, and many great menstrual equity organizations in the United States finally conducted studies. I'm thinking of Period Movement, Thinks, Alliance for Period Supplies, all great organizations that found that 1 in 4 students, up from 1 in 5, does miss school because she lacks access to just her basic human needs of a period. And I think as a teacher, I can just say from firsthand experience, I know the look on a student's face when she is looking at me like, I'm sorry, it's an awkward moment in class, but I need to go. I get it. And I think that a lot of teachers get it. And a lot of school nurses pay out of pocket. We're finding more and more school nurses pay hundreds of dollars a year out of their own pocket because of students who come to the nurse's office needing pads. And one more perspective on it, which is really interesting. When we first started putting dispensers in public school restrooms, one complaint was that students would actually like take a lot, and that, oh my gosh, this is going to lose money. The sadness behind that is that it points to me that the young woman, the student who's probably taking a handful, probably needs them for her mother and her sister. And just like schools may be the only place where people are getting meal, a school may be the only place where somebody is getting access to the menstrual health products. So,
and incidentally, lunches for students is another area on which Governor Walz has been critiqued, but obviously that points to some political disagreements across the spectrum. I want to just put a fine point on what you mentioned about nurses buying these products and also just the general access. We have seen inflation really hit consumers hard over the last few years. Have you at your organization seen the need increase kind of in lockstep as inflation has increased?
yes, absolutely. So 3 years ago, the average price, and this is, obviously it's going to vary woman to woman and how heavy your cycle is and what products you prefer, but the average price to manage one's period was $13.25 a month. It is now risen to $20 a month. That's a lot of money. It is estimated that half the population is going to experience 40 years, more or less, of menstruation. That is a lot of people and a lot of time. So over the average woman's lifetime in the US, it is going to cost her $9,600 to be a woman, to have a period, and to manage it. And that's before taxes. So I'm really excited that 30 states in the United States have dispensed with the tampon tax. The tampon tax is a luxury tax that states can choose to impose on tampons. So in some states, products like Viagra and condoms are still not taxed, whereas period products still are. We're making great strides, but more strides need to be made.